Hi, my name is Karthik and I'm from executeautomation.com, and you can follow me at executeauto in Twitter. And welcome to the all-new course of Automation Framework Development with Code.ui. So in this course, we'll be talking about Microsoft Visual Studio Code.ui, and then we'll be developing a custom framework on the top of Code.ui testing. And then we'll also be discussing about Code.ui Test Enhanced, a thin layer developed on the top of Microsoft Visual Studio Code.ui by providing many rich custom control experience, and also it implemented a lot of new enhanced features which the Microsoft Code.ui did not implement by itself. If you are very familiar with Selenium, then Code.ui Test Enhanced is going to be a great framework for you. And then we'll be talking about SpecFlow and integrating the behavioral driven development concept on the top of Code.ui Test Enhanced as well as the custom framework. So what do I know about Code.ui? Well, I have been working with Code.ui from Visual Studio 2010 since its launch. It's close to 6 years now. I worked with many different companies and had a hands-on opportunity to work with Code.ui and really got excited and thrilled while working with it. Without any doubt, I can say the only tool which can compete with Selenium should be this, the Code.ui testing tool of Visual Studio. So what exactly are we going to discuss in this course? Who are the intended audience of this course? Well, QA, developer, DevOps can learn this course without any problem. At the same time, this course is designed in such a way that anyone with good basic knowledge in C# and the concept of automation are also good to go. And for your earlier question, we are going to discuss about Code.ui automation for Windows application, Code.ui automation for web applications, creating a simple custom framework for both web and Windows applications, understanding and working with Code.ui Test Enhanced framework. We'll then cover creating a robust helpers for the frameworks and working with SpecFlow plus Code.ui for BDD. In addition to that, we will learn the Code.ui best practices, coding standards to be used while writing the code in Code.ui, writing the first ever page object model pattern in Code.ui testing, which is not available out of the box with Code.ui, the first ever video course on Qt framework, writing custom plugin for SpecFlow in Code.ui, and then integrating the custom SpecFlow plugin for BDD. And the topics we're not going to discuss are the basics of C#. We will never ever discuss about the basics of C#, like how the class works, how to create an object, how the method works, what is generics, and what is link, and how to work with inheritance, polymorphism, etc. We'll not be discussing about the basics of web and Windows applications functionality, how these been designed and how the functionality works in a Windows as well as the browser environment. We'll also not cover about Code.ui testing, the basics of Code.ui testing at least, because there are so many features available in Code.ui. If we cover those features, then this particular course will void the actual functionality. So if you want to learn the basics of Code.ui, you can learn from here, the Code.ui testing with Visual Studio 2013, which is available in Udemy, and you can purchase this course and you can start learning. If you want to learn the free course, it is available in YouTube as well. And then we'll not be covering SpecFlow as well, the basics of SpecFlow, how the SpecFlow works, what is SpecFlow, what is BDD, all those concepts, because we have already covered about SpecFlow, the functionality of SpecFlow, all those basic stuffs in Udemy course right here. Automate application with SpecFlow and Selenium C#. It is not only Selenium, but there is a section which will talk about SpecFlow's basic a lot. It is 18 videos, and then there is an integration of BDD and SpecFlow along with Selenium. You can also learn the BDD and SpecFlow and Selenium from the YouTube video series right here. And we will also not be covering about the Qt basic stuffs, like how to write a very simple code with Qt, but we will be discussing in conjunction with the code which we will be discussing in this course, and then we'll be taking from there. So what is the roadmap of this course then? This will be starting from a very small code through bigger and the biggest way of writing the code in Code.ui testing by covering all the basics as well as the advanced concept in coding. So this is the very simple roadmap that we have. Can you show me the application and framework we are about to develop and test? Of course, it's my pleasure. So this is the Windows application that we are about to test. As you can see, our application has got some grids and it has a menu control, and there are so many windows available, and we'll also have a window called employee PF details, where it has some details coming from a web service. We'll also be performing some of the operation on these grid controls. And this is the web application which we'll be automating as well. The employee app version 1.0. We have already discussed about this application automation in other courses of this Udemy, in advanced courses of Selenium and many other courses. So this is the same application which we'll be using for automation as well for Code.ui. And this is the framework which we are about to develop, the employee test project Code.ui test. You can see it has a base folder, it has a config folders, it has extensions, it has features, it has helpers, hooks, pages, steps, and test. So these are the different kinds of stuff that we're going to develop in this course, and we'll be using Code.ui test as well in our project and see how it works. So this is what is the framework that we are about to develop in this course. I'm also pretty excited to say that this is the first course in Code.ui testing with so much of details ever covered in a video series format, at least as far as I know so far. Sounds interesting, right? So let the chapter begin.